There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself. Seasonal greetings, everyone. I hope you're excited about this season as I am. You can see I'm in Christmas mood. Now, welcome to the conversation that we're having today that is going to be so exciting, and we are going to learn a lot. During the holidays, what we do is spend and spend, then regret. In a blink of an eye, you're broke. And that's why we're having this conversation today with Benjamin Zulu. We are going to be talking on ways you can dodge the unnecessary extravagant spending during the holidays. This is the Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Keremi. Welcome to the conversation.
Thank you. Yes. So we are very communal, particularly in Africa. We are very communal. We connect with relatives, extended family. We use these seasons to catch up, you know. Yeah. And the one thing we don't factor, that we don't tend to think, is the cost of the interactions.
Definitely. We
get caught up in the moment. We go by impulse. And I just want to tell you a few things that will help you before I give you the solutions. Mm-hmm. One of the things you need to know about the places, the people you'll interact with is, one, they live by very different financial philosophy. They manage their money in a very different way. Mm-hmm. If you are a conscious person, one of other shows will be discussing poverty for the learned.
Poverty for the learned.
Yes, when people talk of poverty, you just imagine tatters, people wearing tatters,
yes.
People having no clothes. There's another one that is designed for the learned. And one of the symptoms of that poverty for the learned is living paycheck to paycheck, having no room, no margin at all. Everything is just exact. Yeah. You're barely making it.
Yes.
Always hanging by a thread. Mm-hmm. Should anything happen, you're back to the negative. Yeah. If you're living, if you meet people who live hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck, you know, with zero resources, reservoir, they don't tend to hold back to put up for tomorrow. So you can come with a lot of shopping and they squander it in one day.
Yeah.
You can bring a lot of good things and they don't even get them to the house.
Yes.
You brought a lot of fruits, a lot of snacks, and while people can be more meaningful in managing it to last a few days, it's like everything, you can see the management mentality right there in front of you. You're going to meet people who don't handle resources like you. Do not transfer the responsibility to be self-restrained to them. Mm-hmm. I want you to prepare this correctly. Yeah. We had a granny who was very generous, too generous. You take her shopping and neighbors come, she divides all of them. You thought you are giving us some foodstuffs, cereals to last for a while.
Yeah.
But people know that she cannot say no. Yeah. We used to think it's generosity. Now I know it's self-abandonment, lack of boundaries. And people get to learn you. So you're going to meet people who live a certain way, who don't store. Mm-hmm. They don't store anything for tomorrow. They live for the day. So as you move around now to go to meet people whom you missed, who you grew up together with, whom you catch up, remember the life they live when it comes to finances may have no relationship at all with yours. And your decisions and how you control what you have to cover a certain period of time may be very strange to them. They call it meanness, stinginess. They'll give it labels. Yeah. And people justify their lives with a lot of religious overtones. Tomorrow will care for itself. Yes. We live for today. You know? Yeah. They pick only particular side of the passages to justify what they're doing now. While there are others they overlook. Yes. Those that are storing to go to learn from the ants. They store during harvest and they have abundance even when there is scarcity. although they have no king, but they are organized.
Yes.
This person will not learn from termites, but they're busy quoting here saying tomorrow will care for itself. So you're going to meet people who are myopic, who are just short-sighted. That is one thing you need to know from people you grew up with. Many of them you grew up with, but you grew away from them. Always remember, sometimes you share a history, not a future, with some people. You have a lot of feelings, memories, you have a lot of deja vu, flashback. But you have since grown away in a different direction.
Yes.
You should not forget that, because if you forget it, you're going to be too permissive and they will take you in a direction that you regret later. So you're going to meet people whom you love, whom you value, but the way they manage their resources and money may be very different from yours, and I don't want you to hand over that responsibility to them. Sometimes you leave your children with their grandmother, with your mother or your father, the grandparents, for a day or two. Then they come here saying things that are strange to you. Only 2 days. That a grandma maybe said something to counter something you've been teaching them.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes grandparents spoil.
Yes.
They don't, you're trying to discipline, then they're trying to spoil.
Yeah.
You know? So sometimes you may find that the philosophy of your grandparents, is very different from yours. So just the same way you know that about life and grandparents.
Yes.
Just know that about money and the relatives or friends you're going to meet. Many of them don't know the philosophy of prudence, the philosophy of holding yourself. One person said, one sign of the poor is they take pride in consuming. They take very expensive beer and they want that to look like prestige. They put very expensive clothes, expensive shoes. Just for sure, they spend a lot. Somebody bragging they take 28 chapatis, that's a strength. You can take 40 chapatis. Why are you bragging with consuming? Can you, for once, brag with producing?
That's wasting.
Can you afford it? Can you afford it? I give you one sign that you shall know that a person has a slave mentality. Slave mentality, back then, slaves used to be controlled. Apart from the abuse and the force of abducting a human being, I just want you to know there are people who don't want the independence of existing by themselves. So they just want somebody to feed them, think for them, and they don't want to live on their own. One sign is they consume more than they produce. That's one sign you're going to meet people. People earn a lot and they consume a lot. Make a lot and they eat a lot. So then their net is usually either zero or negative. People used to think when you earn a lot, you should have a good life. Some people earn a lot and they still spend a lot.
True.
You are going to meet people who cannot sustain the lifestyle they adapt. They cannot sustain their own lifestyle. They have a very expensive habit of overeating.
Yes.
There are people who just work for food.
Oh.
They just overeat.
Yeah.
Somebody who doesn't like making food at home, they always buy the expensive foods, the snacks, the industrial snacks that are not nutritious, but they're very expensive because they're all about profit. Remember the slogan?
Yes.
We are fed by the food industry, which does not care about health, and we are treated by the health industry, which does not care about food. Both industries care about profit. So the food industry is all about profit.
Yes.
Health industry is all about profit. Who is all about your well-being? Only you.
Yeah.
So there are people who say, I've never seen a bee going to hospital. So they're saying that to just consuming sugar.
Sugars.
You have more systems than a bee, eh? Okay?
Yeah.
A bee is structured to just handle that nectar. You are different, eh? And the bee's lifespan and what they're here to do, they can accomplish it
Yes.
with that concentration of sugar. Don't like it. So you're like a bee. Can you imagine a grown-up saying a bee? So you're going to meet people who think certain ways. And the second thing I want you to remember is, as you go over there, as you meet, as you relax, I want you to move out with self-love, looking to relax. I don't want you to go away looking to impress. The moment you leave your house with a desire to be clapped for, be called Bazoo, be called the boss, be called the big name, the moment you have that vanity, you have set yourself up to be exploited. And they have smooth tongue. Those people have charming language
Yes.
to massage you. And they can tell when you have this need to be massaged. And they will massage you just to eat you.
Yes.
Let holiday be for resting, not for proving anything. And let the places you're going to settle. There's a visiting and settling. Let the place you're going to settle
To settle.
for the holiday
Yeah.
be the place that allows you to rest. I don't want you to go to Dubai if you're going there having borrowed so much you can't even settle, can't even rest. Creditors are on your neck. I don't want you to go to the beach because your friends are going and you're here to sell your fridge. That is, you won't settle, you won't rest.
Yes.
And during the holidays, things are very expensive. You have to book ahead.
True.
Sometimes you really need to go to the opposite direction. If you get a child who is born in January, take advantage of the child's birthday to celebrate that one more than Christmas. It's
Yes.
cheaper.
Yeah.
If you have any event, any day important in January for family, take advantage of it
Take advantage.
and save. You're going to save. I tell you, you're going to save a lot of money.
Yes.
So when they ask, where are we going this Christmas? Don't worry, we'll go during the birthday of your brother. Because January is off peak.
Yes.
You can get a lot of package for this small money. Restaurants have nobody coming. So anybody is coming, they're giving you this one to get one free, buy one, get one free. Even airlines are looking for somebody to fly around. You know? So be clever. The places you're going to settle, let them be places that support your rest. So it's okay, Sylvia, if all you'll do is just go all the way to Kiriaini and rest. You can drive all the way to Karumaindo,
Yes.
park your car under the mango tree, and take your lesson and jump rope and tell stories, bask in the moon and sing songs and play around, catch up with cousin. If that is what will allow rest, because your mom there doesn't bother, is not pressuring you for this, buy this, pay me for that, upgrade my life. I want you to go to a place where there is rest. And if you realize that too, they are leeches, they want to take. They're always surrounding you. Remember this, boost me here, give me your car, go here, spoil me this. If they are all take us, pass by there, don't settle there.
Yes, pass by there.
Yes. This holiday, I want you to visit, take us. Very briefly, to tick boxes. Technically, just to fulfill the law, okay? So I visit my relatives, okay?
Yes.
But you're in a hurry because some plans, and then you go, then you're going to settle where there's rest. And that's why you need sometimes to have a home away from the city. When we grow up, let's expand our lives. Don't know why we're limited to just having one home. Sometimes you can also have a country home.
Yeah.
In a farm. You can go there now and rest there for 2 days, 3 days.
Oh, yes.
Very okay. This is where now you can take fresh farm things. And they are very, and relaxing is driving around, breathing the countryside air.
Yes.
You know, if I want you to go where there is rest, sure, if you can go to Dubai to rest, and it's so planned that is restful, not stressful. Notice what I'm stressing.
Yes.
I want you to do what is restful, not
stressful.
yes, because you can do a holiday to keep up with Carol, with Carol and Jimmy,
Yes.
and you are very stressed because this is beyond you now, and you can do things just I don't know to show to who, and you have no rest, and you need to prove to compete with your bigger sister that you're also driving a big car. Now you go to hire that car that is 10,000 every day, and you have taken that car for a week, and it's costing you 100,000.
Yeah.
And you could have gone if you are small and be contented. Go where is restful. And if people are busy comparing each other, don't settle there. Just set your foot. Greet people. Check their well-being. 30 minutes, 1 hour. Go away. As a grown-up, you are allowed to always be busy. Use being busy as a universal excuse.
Yes.
You can use your boss. Your boss is an available villain. You know, my boss is too tough. He has sent us our jobs.
Yes.
You can always use your job to blame everything.
Yeah.
To hide. Nobody can confirm that. They can't call your workplace to check whether you're really working over the Christmas. I'm on duty. I'm the one doing a few things. You can always hide behind job
Ah,
to avoid people.
that's a good reminder.
Yes, always.
Yes.
It's one available escape. Nobody bothers to check.
True.
They don't even have details about the job.
Yeah.
You know? And if you leave your home saying, we are looking for an atmosphere to chill, unwind, and let go, forget, that week that between Christmas and fast, people don't know which day it is. Nobody cares whether it's Monday or Wednesday. You need that.
We are just existing.
You need to lose track. Nobody's waking another up or whatever. Somebody watching till midnight, the other sleeping daytime, the other. You need that. You need that.
Yes.
And the only time people are converging is when going somewhere to chill. You need that to reset.
Yeah.
We are living with the stated objective to relax. So those people are waiting for you to bake for them one bundle of chapatis, one bundle for you to do donkey work of feeding them.
Yes.
Don't avail yourself for that. If people want to be fed a lot, they can get cooks in the village. There are very many you can hire. Let people cook for them. Some people, they're waiting for our wives
Yeah.
to go cook for them.
To go cook for them.
And they keep praising, Benjamin's wife cooks, that guy's wife, we are waiting. Are you guys coming last time when you cooked for us? We are so happy. No. We are looking for somewhere to rest.
Yeah.
You guys want to eat a lot, get cooks. There's no problem cooking. I'm just saying, don't be abused. Don't be. If you do it and you enjoy it, it's also restful for you. Do it.
Do it.
But it should be restful,
Yeah.
not stressful.
Stressful. Yes.
Whatever it is, that should be your operating word. Anytime it is taking away from me, no. This holiday is not for taking away.
Yes.
It's for putting in. It's for putting in. That's why we don't bother what you're eating there that time. I mean, in terms of too much schedules for meals, we don't mind checking this, trying the other one. It's a way to just have adventure.
Yeah.
Adventure. So, having understood those two things, that the people you're meeting are living on very different trajectories financially. Some are not builders like you. Some are not aiming at anything. Some are not prudent with money. They don't think that way. And when you know that you are living with the stated objective to rest, to hear music, to sing, to rest, to sleep, to let the body be, for once, it's not deadline, rush.
Yes.
For once, it's not push. If that is the stated objective, if everything is geared towards relaxing, it will be very easy now to unite your activities.
True.
Sometimes people take you for holiday, but they tire you more than they rest you.
Oh,
because they have 20 activities in one day. We want to boat riding, horse riding, quad bike, we have this trekking, we have this one, and you are finished.
Yes.
No, let it be restful. It's okay to skip things to sleep.
Yeah.
As you expose ourselves, my objective is I'm checking, is this adding to my relaxation? Yes, seeing nature is very refreshing. But I don't want to be seeing too much nature. But I have blisters all over.
Yes.
If I find that enjoyable, that's okay. But if I already feel like that is an overstretch, I will not feel guilty to say, because some people are hiring others to really help them with the holiday.
Yeah.
Feel flexible. Feel free to pick only 2 activities. And that's all. That day is good enough.
Yeah.
You can now watch the lions. You can now go. And I want you to know, since last holiday, movies have been released. Documentaries are. Nat Geo World is still releasing.
Yes.
You can as well watch it from your screen. No problem. So you don't have to travel, trek, get tired. And
It reminds me of one time we went to Meru National Park. We were in high school.
yes.
I was so tired, exhausted that when we got there, I didn't see anything.
Exactly.
Yes, and the journey was long. We were getting back at midnight.
You know,
Oh my God, I didn't see anything.
strain is not the point.
Yeah.
Let's not. The planning was being done very poor with only one day.
Yes.
Too busy. If you travel today, tour tomorrow, travel back the next day.
Yeah.
You know?
You spend an hour at the park and you've traveled for 5 hours.
You know. You are rushed. Guys,
Yes.
hurry up, hurry up.
Yeah.
See the animal quickly.
You hear someone just shouting, oh, have you seen that? I have not seen it because you have a headache. You're just looking forward to getting back to the bus and sleep.
You know.
Yeah.
So we are saying make sure your planning is geared that way. So how then do you avoid over expenditure? Number one is I need to budget before the hype arrives. Plan now when there's no hype. How much money is safely available? Plan it now and unite your forces as a family. If you're operating as a couple, as a family, unite your mind. Because which home you're visiting, one person will be more influenced than you, than the other one. If you're spending on the side of the wife, she belongs there. And she may be tempted. Or people may approach you more with their needs. So you need to unite early because whichever side of the family we go, people have a way of playing around to get their way. That is, cooking oil got finished. Oh, this one got finished. Oh, and you're always the ones rescuing the situation.
Yes.
Emergencies. You know, when people converge, needs are like this. There's so many needs. And you're getting messengers to bring, and it's like messengers bringing things. And small money is 300, 500, 200, 100, 500. And you had a bundle of 10,000 as you are traveling money. By the time you check, it's only one remaining. Now you start doing borrowing. You start going to the red. Start spending things. Because you did not unite your minds. You also plan for miscellaneous expenditure from the place of consciously knowing how much of the miscellaneous you can do. Again, if existing with a crowd at home is too draining, shorten your stay there and go to another place. Some people may not even leave. They may travel and come back to the city. Whatever is restful. Some people can go see whoever they need to see and they circle back and chill where it's less costly and peaceful. And they know that is the best they can rest now. Also, some people, their family, they have a junction, a very young baby. When you have small babies, you're very limited. They don't have the stamina to travel or the resistance or to endure too much climate change. So really, you are tired. You can only greet from the air, as they say. Hello, guys. We'll see you next time. You know, so I don't want you to anticipate. It's all about it must be very exuberant. It must be adventurous. Sometimes it's just peaceful, restful, and counting the blessings. Where you can rest and look at how the year went. What are the peaks and off peaks? What were the misses and near misses? The second thing I want you to do to manage this holiday season well is I want you to think of January. I want you to travel mentally to January through the first quarter. It's very profitable in your life to stop thinking in terms of a month. Thinking monthly is one of the traits of poverty designed for the learned. They only think in salary in month. When you go to developed countries, they think of annual. Africans don't know how much we earn per year. We don't talk like that.
We don't.
In the US, they talk about per year. But the pay comes every 2 weeks. You know that? They're usually handed the pay every 2 weeks. But it is calculated per year. And they also know per hour. So they know per hour and they know per year. Per month is not a thing. Many times it's 2 weeks, every 2 weeks are given. Can you start moving away from monthly? Monthly is one of the thinking designed for poverty for the learned.
Oh my goodness.
To live paycheck to paycheck. They don't know their rate per hour. They don't know their rate per year.
And when you know what you earn per day or per hour, you know how to spend.
Exactly. You know what you can't afford. You know what you can't afford.
You can't spend 1,000 and you're earning 1,000.
At the back of your mind, you know.
Oh, today I've earned 1,000.
Yes, exactly. Do you register somewhere? The minus and plus becomes part of your thinking. And then you also become concerned to improve your...
To to get more.
Yes, if you don't like where you are, you start thinking. So I want you to think of quarter. In the West, they talk a lot about first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. I was talking to a very senior media person, and she was using that language casually. So we should touch base on the Q1, first quarter of the year, and that time saying, in the year 2020, first quarter was like this, second quarter, what are your numbers? So they look at numbers and the quarters. I never knew that energetically and business-wise, the fluctuations can be grouped in months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. And usually the last quarter has high advertisements. The first, because of Christmas, people are trying to advertise. So the marketing world, the YouTube world will be talking about peak season. Then the first quarter in the tourism, it dips because people are retreating after expenditure. Then second quarter, people are preparing. I never knew that the quarter is a thing. Think of your first quarter next year. Because we don't plan that way, we stretch our expenditure into January and February, and by the time we're trying to collect ourselves, it's March. The energy of the first quarter has gone neutral. We have not accomplished anything. We held our goals, we postponed everything. Then second quarter arrives here. What we were thinking about November last year before Christmas sets in has almost faded from mind. The first time we have any float since November, it's March. And what we are building, the house stopped there. Project stopped there. Negatives. Because you don't think in terms of quarters. So I want you to think in terms of quarters, and if you can already settle some bills, do it. It's very okay, by the way, there's no problem. I don't know why nobody told us you can always pay rent ahead. We behave like we are thieves. We pay like we want to run away. We must be cornered.
As if we are giving them too much when we pay ahead.
Sometimes you take power back by either paying them or keeping it so strictly aside that when the time comes, just transfer. Transfer, transfer. Think of the first quarter, and if you can't think first quarter, at least think January. And think Feb. And think March. I'll close by telling you that sometimes to plan is to create. There are times, I used to think to plan is just to arrange things ahead. To put things in alignment, to make sure which one comes first. That was planning in my mind. That's how it was presented. That's how I understood it. And they told me, if you don't plan, you'll found yourself improvising, deciding on the moment, and you don't take the best advantage of things because you did not take time to arrange them well. Like the cubes in that game, the way you arrange them. Planning allows you to take advantage of what aligns, what should come first to give me advantage over the other one. If it is logistics, you go one round. You tackle all of them. But if you don't plan, you may go 5 rounds to do the same things because you did not realize this was also along that route. This was along that route. By just planning, you can just go one cycle. Tackle this, tackle that, because you checked all of them. This one, where am I doing it? And so you plan your route. So sure, planning is arranging things in the most advantageous economical way to make sure logistics cost less and produce more. That is the surface level of planning. There's another level of planning I did not know, that if you just lift your mind to see that period of time ahead, you can end up doing things that generate value right now, and they continue to grow, and they don't need any more effort. I saw that concept from my wife when she could think that rains are coming, and if I throw a few seeds of vegetables somewhere funny where there's not even much space. She ends up getting a lot of vegetables from a funny space. Just a flower bed somewhere. Because there's rains coming. Why bother buying if I can get them here? I said, by thinking ahead, she thinks, oh, she's on her way, let me throw a few things here. I realized, if now I think of February, and it's usually a Valentine, and they usually get a lot of demand for these flowers. And usually people do this, and I may be living exactly among the flower people. And I realize many of them overproduce, they don't know who to export. I start talking to, by just thinking ahead, you can see open opportunities, and you create with very minimal effort by just lifting your eyes to see ahead. You make a very minimal adjustment, atomic adjustments. You get a lot of outcome. Another thing you can do that produces a lot of direct outcome is when you know when supply will be very high and demand very low. Among my people, that first quarter of the year is when they harvest. And because they don't have money, they sell the harvest to get money to pay fees.
Yes.
So some businessmen realize there's no point of going to the farm if the farmers still bring you the produce anyway.
Yeah.
So they stopped farming and started waiting for the
Farmers to bring. Yeah.
because they bring a throwaway price.
Yes.
If you can lift your eyes and see which opportunity usually comes first quarter. I don't want you to think of the first quarter just for setting money aside. I just want you to think in terms of, because normally the incomes will be strained. Where will be the opportunities have gone? It could be the produce will be on high supply.
Yeah.
And you can simply set your net and say, okay, I have this small amount I was setting aside for savings. That time, let me try to trade it.
Yes.
I'll buy the crop, store it, and sell it back after 2 months. When the second quarter, the demand has gone up. If you think that way, it can be a very simple exercise.
Yeah.
You can just go rent a small space, buy your whatever, work on them, resell, and you make a huge profit, 25%, 30%. You end up even having a harvest that you can cycle back. You know, my mother-in-law usually has a granary full of, and so she's the one from the last 3 years over there. Storing like this, and it's rotation.
Yeah.
So the new ones back there, the old ones this way, you know,
Yes.
and they have abundance, just thinking ahead. And she won't stop farming because she has, just start thinking, and she can't lack food. She can't lack food. Just start thinking of upcountry people always have abundance of food. It's not for sale, just they just have a lot of food.
Yeah, a lot of food.
You know, and you come here, you are spoiled with the food.
Yes.
So how about you think ahead first quarter? And I challenge you that a lot of times opportunities just need a keen eye. Try to think what you can do at that time when everybody is trying to retreat and avoid expenditure because they're broke, they overspent, they have hangovers, they have defaulted on their payments, their mortgages. You can even settle those mortgages now. You can even now negotiate. You can prepare.
Yeah.
If you think in terms of quarter and start evaluating them that way, you see a lot of change, even ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, this conversation has escalated so fast. And if asked the highlight of this conversation, I would not have a specific one because I was feeling, oh, this is good. Oh, this is big. This is bigger.
Yeah.
But I like where you've told us that we need to know what we earn in a day.
Yes.
Because it makes a lot of change. When you don't spend everything knowing that I earn this,
Exactly.
and so I should use this little amount. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for that conversation. Then I want to read something from the Mastery. I found it so interesting, and it says, someone once said, if you cannot save money, you do not possess the seeds of greatness. However, most people are inclined towards spending rather than saving. From a young age, we associate money with immediate pleasures, impulsively using it to buy sweet treats. Unfortunately, many individuals continue to live this way throughout their lives. When money comes in, they quickly indulge in spending all of it. The problem with this habit is that it perpetuates a cycle of perpetual financial strain. Money never stays with them, resulting in a perpetual state of insufficiency.
Yes.
Wow, powerful lines. And that is The Mastery, the Psychology of Personal Success. And there's this other book that is Millionaire Moves. These are books that Benjamin Zulu has written. They are self-development books that you need for your growth, wealth, success, money, and personal growth. These are books that you need. We have other books. With me, I have 8 books, but you can buy a package that suits your needs. If you need healing, we have Healing Your Inner Self. We have How to Deal with Toxic Relationships. And if it is about dating, we have Dating Right, Lasting Love, and we have a book that is a critical guide for all the pre-25s, that is Dreams Before dating. This is a book that Benjamin Zulu has written with all the passion and all the love for the young people, because he doesn't want to see these people making mistakes. You can purchase these books from www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. See you next time.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to